It's all dark. Ooh, here I am in the light. Oh, that's very bright now, look. And just behind me are the cows in the shed. Or not in the shed, just having a bit of silage. Anyway, what are we on today? What's the date today? Let me just check. 15th. Okay, 15th of November. And today's the day we brought the cows in. So you're seeing this a bit later than when I filmed it, because as you know, if you saw my previous video yesterday, I explained I'm away for a few days over this week in just gone. Just gone. I'm filming it on the Tuesday. It'll be in the future that I'm going, but you'll be seeing this in the past. Okay, so I'm going to my uncle's funeral in Wales, near Aberaeron. So I'm a little bit behind on the viz, or a bit in front. I'm filming this now just to have something to show you over the weekend. Does that make sense? Makes sense to me. But I film this now because today's the day the cows have come in. You saw yesterday's video I put up on Saturday. It was a lovely day actually. Me and Harry were out in the fields. The cows were still out, and on the Sunday I went to get them in. Do you know what? They didn't want to come in. They were all let out across the fields. Really lovely. But the weather's changed, and the fair play to the forecasters. Most farmers moan about weather forecast. Normally they get it wrong. They got it right this week. Tuesday morning I woke up and it was wet, and then it's chucked it down and it's been wet, and we decided that was it. They got to come in. They were actually surprisingly still happy to be out. I've had some years where they've been waiting at the gate at sort of 11 AM. 2:30, they were still out in the field. You know, I think it's because it's so mild. So we've stretched it out a bit. There's a few people commenting, you know, have I lost milk on it and stuff like that. Well, the answer to that is yes. So them being out at this time of year, there's not a lot of goodness in the grass. So I would have produced less milk than bringing them in. However, there's a couple of reasons that I like to keep them out as long as I can. Firstly, major one this year is just the lack of forage. Our maize crop is probably at least nearly half of what it should be. Silage clamp's not too bad. It's not as much as I'd like, but the problem is because we haven't got the maize, they're going to eat that silage quicker, and we're going to have to pad it out. We've bought in hay, as you know. Probably switch that to the dry cows and heifers, and we're going to be on silage once we've run out of maize. Maize clamp's opening next week. My brother was on his own this weekend, so he's not going to deal with that. We'll probably have that open on Monday, but we haven't got really enough forage quite for the winter unless we stretch it, so we'll see how we go with that. But the other thing as well is that the reason I really want to keep them out as long as I can is it's a hell of a long winter on a dairy farm when you've got these cows inside till early April, worst case scenario end of April in this area. So I've gained myself 2 weeks less arduous work. Do you know what? It's not too bad when you start in November, mid-November, but when you start going through to March, it's a long old slog. If you run a dairy farm or even, you know, stock farm, you'll know what I mean. You know, it's a long time animals inside, having to feed them bedding down. So I've just bought myself some time, and you know what, that's actually really good. The older I get, the more I kind of value things like time and family and friends as much as money. You know, you can run your business to make as much as you like, but you can run yourself ragged, not have any social life, not see your kids, you know, and you've got to think about that up there, haven't you? As you know, I'm doing this charity Movember thing, growing this. It's primarily in aid of prostate cancer, but it's also about mental health for men, and we've got to think about that, you guys. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to sign off. Here's the link to actually, if you want to donate to this. I can't wait to get rid of this, actually. Look at it. Hello. Hello, ladies. I'm not quite Leslie Phillips. Hello. He didn't look quite like this, did he? Anyway, I thought actually, because this is a fairly short video of me bringing the cows in, which is the time of year that, let's just walk up to the cows. It might get a bit dark though. Time of year that is a little bit gloomy for all of us, and not the best time for farming when you're thinking, you know, winter ahead. I thought, do you know what? why don't I, there they are, all on the feed there. Why don't I upload at the end of this video, a bit of a cheat maybe, because it's just giving you some footage that I haven't filmed while I'm moving away. Why don't I re-upload on this, the end of this video, the cows going out in the spring. You know, that is a joyful experience, and let's face it, we all need a bit of joy in these dark winter nights. So if you're watching this at home on a telly somewhere and it's a miserable wet day, look at this video. This is me letting the cows out back in April, and you can't knock this. You can't knock a bit of cows going out. So my cows are in now till beginning of April, but we got this to look forward to. Cracking on with cow release 2022. Come on, come on Ed. Come on Ed. Come on. Right, it's the 15th of April 2022. All right, let's go. Come on in. Woohoo! Ooh. All right. Isn't that good? Worth seeing, isn't it?
Running up.
Here they come again.
They come like that. End-to-end stuff.
They'll put their heads down in a minute and start eating.
Yeah.
That one's already decided to have a bit.
For them here, mate.
No, just right. How about that? And another lap coming up. Back again. Come on, girls. Like a shoal of fish. All right, girls. Right, you can have your breakfast. Right, I think we've had a. You can see we've had a lovely time with a few people around. Parmpine's done his drink. We're going to go and have some sausages and bacon now. I think we're going to leave these girls to it. Munch away, girls. Oh, you already are. There we go. Well, that was a few hours ago. The cows are now out here. They're relaxing. Look, they're all sort of stood around, and in fact, a lot of them, because it's gone really warm. This one's here. Look, look, there's one coming over here now. What's she got to say? Hello. They're actually over there in the shade. I think they've just had a drink in the water trough. But look at this. The blossoms out on the old pear tree, and this one here, 911. Hello. Got a lot of flies on you, and it's so warm. Oh, hello. Look at them, they're all out, beautiful. I think they've had a belly full of grass and now they're sat still. Oh, hello. Oi, what do you think you're doing? Ah, do you know what? This is just so nice. It's a massive, it's just, I'll tell you what, milking cows in the winter with all the cattle inside. Oh, sorry, I'm just limping a bit, my back's still pretty bad. It's like putting your foot on an accelerator and going flat out for 5 months from November till April, beginning of April. And then suddenly letting the cows out is just like taking your foot off an accelerator. It's just like going, oh, and once we let the other heifers out and all the young stock out, it really is a relief. And we've got the summer to do silage and all the stuff like that and haymaking and things, but it's nothing like the pressure of keeping cows inside and feeding them. And I'm just relieved now that they're out and they're happy. Look at them. Look at this one here. Look. That is the way it should be. A cow grazing the lovely grass and just enjoying life. And look at this scene here of summer and spring and everything. So anyway, Funky Farmer is taking a breather, and I'd like to just wish you all a massive happy Easter. I hope you're all going to have a great time and enjoy this beautiful weather and the wonderful country that we live in, or the wonderful world we live in, wherever you're watching this. Okay, crack on.
it.